sort of one of the areas that's been a real problem for the aircraft business is that when the customer comes onto your aircraft, it comes onto the door to, what do? Walk right through the galley. So the first image that they get of the airline's brand is that image of the galley. If you take a look at galleys on these long-range aircraft, things are all scratched up, they got stuff hanging all over them. So the whole idea of making it a friendly, warm environment has been missed pretty much for a long time in that galley structure. And those galleys were originally designed post-World War II. They really haven't changed much since then. So at any rate, we've moved forward, and we've now spent quite a lot of attention to detail on the issues of the design, how to make the whole environment more friendly, ergonomics, how to make it much more easy for the flight attendants to use, as well as bring some additional functionality to the products, which we can talk about in some detail if you want. But that's sort of the overview of the whole product. Grant West is here with me. Grant is our Vice President of Marketing for the Interior Systems. And if you'd like, we'll take you a little closer and give you an idea of some of the value of the units.
Collections. This is a culmination of a lot of work from BE. We've also done a lot of collaboration with Teague on industrial design. Did a lot of voice of the customer workshops with cabin attendants. So what you see here is our steam oven. This is our tri-mode chiller. We have an espresso and automated cappuccino maker, coffee maker, bun warmer, and then the rest of the portfolio you'll see in the static, which is right on behind. Some of the things that we worked on was not only trying to make it as an appealing product, so when you really go through, say, the door 2 of an airplane, the first thing you see is that galley. So it's your foyer. So we wanted to make an environment, or add to that environment, something that would be appealing. So not only bring in elements of solid industrial design, but also something that can bring in aspects of your home kitchen environment. This door 2 galleys, the business class galley area, that's now really a gathering place. Something that's elegant, something that's modern, something that's really timeless in terms of the overall design. But it's not just a pretty face. There's a lot of hard engineering in this product. Each of these products has typically about 20% weight savings and about 15 to 20% power savings over the previous generation products, as well as the functionality. Really, this is all about delivering a high-end passenger experience. Airlines invest a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of money on their menus. You'll see now executive chefs are very common in terms of airline service offerings. So what this is really designed to do is to allow the airline to get the most out of that investment in terms of the meals and deliver that quality passenger experience. So not only is it pretty, it's also very functional. It's very, very, very solid from an engineering perspective, and it delivers a very high-end quality product. Any questions? Or
what are the latches? Are they kind of new features to those?
Ray is from our Galley group.
The latch.
They follow the design language of the Galley. These are kind of phase 1 latches. In the final Galley, you'll have one latch.
Oh, you will?
Yeah, it's a combined latch. If you look at everything, the design language is the same proportions of modality.
So the things you'll notice is all the controls are all similar between the equipment. So in terms of ease of use, intuitiveness, we use a lot of icons that are consistent with consumer electronics. So the typical start, stop, pause, and we also guide the user. Buttons that aren't backlit can't be used and have no function. So everything from in terms of our work with airlines, make it simple, take out repetitive steps. So things like default into the most common used application, which is a 20-minute medium steam, which is kind of the 80 percentile of all cooking. Make it simple, go straight to it. Eliminating repetitive steps. You have quarter turn safety latches here. Put it here in the handle so that the cabin attendant won't go here. Finger. Easy to look across the galley, large color displays so that you can look across the galley and see immediately what's happening with the equipment. Color displays also allows for the airlines to customize branding experience so they can have their logos up during the boarding process. And full flexibility. The steam oven allows you to pre-program. You work with the executive chef on complex cooking cycles, so different temperatures, dry heat, steam, etc. You put that all into a program, and that can be uploaded into the oven so that it's a simple operation for the flight attendant. It's a one-touch and load and go.
What's the first aircraft?
These are all currently under contract for the A350. These were developed for the A350, but this is also our go-forward platform for galley inserts, and we think that there's going to be a demand across all the major aircraft types.
These just plug and play.
These are plug and play with anything what they call Airing 810. It allows you to put up to 12 bottles and bring that down within 40 minutes. Why is 40 minutes important? That has to do with the catering process. You're typically catering the airplane 30 to 45 minutes before you start loading passengers. So it allows you to have cooled beverages to serve to your first and business class passengers during the boarding process. Cappuccino, this is one thing we've really worked quite a bit on. It's actually a bun warmer. It's great for not only bread, but it also works really well for keeping cups warm. Typical espresso and cappuccino makers that are on the market today allows you to basically start the process. The flight attendant can then do something else. Ideas and let through interactive guided play.
Right.
Get feedback from the cabin attendants. We also did some really structured workshops with some mock-ups, and then have brought the equipment back through its various phases, constantly soliciting feedback from the cabin attendants.
Decisions on what their galley inserts product line will look like, because they like commonality. Helps them in all the operational issues associated with maintenance and so on, have commonality across the fleet. So you'll see as the next few years go by, this will move to new and different airframes.
Because it's a standard solution, how does that impact cost then for the airlines?
Well, the industry is pretty much standardized on ARINC as a standard for the industry. There are only a few airlines that don't use it as a standard. So it allows us all to build products that will fit into standard configurations. It creates good competition.